Year 5 of being a dinosaur. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, now try this. I don't know how I'm doing this. Good, good. Now strum. I don't know why I'm doing this. This feels like a great place to use emphasis. Just saying, put some italics and bolds in there. Not bolds. They're very hard to see in this font. I don't know what they do at Archive of Our Own, but maybe pick a fucking font that has some good bolding. Just saying, your bolds are not visible. You're natural, Anon. Now just repeat it for the magic 3. But I'm learning to play guitar. For real this time. After Mom and Dad had set up some after-school programs using the exact same beaten-up kiddie acoustic to practice and learn. Maybe I just figured that nothing bells. I mean, if you listen, my man, you have so many years ahead of you. Just learn some fucking shit. Be a Renaissance man. You might as well. You're gonna die of boredom otherwise. I mean, Anon knows all the videos that are gonna come out in the next 20 years. Boring as hell. Wasn't like I was. I mean, by the time those videos come back out, they'll be 20 years old, so he'll probably have forgotten them. I wasn't learning much in class, except for the Einsteinian equations of 2 plus 2 equals 4. I imagine 5-year-olds would be a little further than that, buddy. Are they? I don't even know. I haven't been in school in so long. Elementary school especially. Just saying, man. My tutor, Lambert. I didn't play much Splinter Cell, but I don't know. I just like Lambert. If only because his name is Lambert. The NSA initiatives. A Lambeosaurus wearing a tacky shirt. He looks super impressed. Let's play Old Man Hammond Had a Park again. What do you say? And all just near to roll my eyes before we start, able to keep up with my teacher pretty well despite my small claws, attuning to the general rhythm while my tutor shows off a multitude of single notes and plucks to emphasize the song. Once the lesson's done, my mother comes over to pick me up, moving through the parking lot as I bring my guitar. You're playing in the parking lot? You have to write the characters leaving the building. Just saying, it's a little awkward otherwise. My mom comes to pick me up. I stay inside the building. She's outside talking through the window. Pulls me through the solid brick wall. No, that's implied action. You're allowed to skip that. How was the lesson today? Did you like it? It was good. I simply answer, leaving it at that as we arrive at the car. Oh shit, you met her halfway? Damn, that's cool. She was about to unlock the door before receiving a call. Reaching into her pocket to produce a flip phone, briefly checking the number before answering. Hold the phone. Anon was born in 2001. Okay? He's 5 years old. It's 2006. The iPhone releases in 1 year. I want you to think about that. I want you, with me, to think about the fact that in like a year or two time, his parents are going to have smartphones. That is the time frame they have for flip phones to exist. What a concept! Oh shit. Well, the music broke. It's Footloose now. Let's go with that. Oh. Oh shit, no, this is the... I just realized this is where shit goes bad. Whoops. Can I sage here? No, I'm not allowed to. Sorry. She was just about to unlock the door before receiving a call, reaching into her other pocket to... What other pocket? She never took her car keys out. What other pocket? She's reaching into her pocket. There is no other pocket she's reaching into. You need to establish one pocket to have another pocket, buddy. Bada boom, bada bing. Briefly checking the number before answering. Hello, Edward. Why would she check the number? Her phone has caller ID. Why doesn't she have her fucking husband in her contacts? Hello, Edward. What? Joanne paused again, freezing up as I looked up at her. Why would you describe her as Joanne, then you use a pronoun, and then you go to my mom? Put a period in there, and there's something about it that doesn't read like English in a weird way. My mom slowly raising a claw to cup the end of her snout. The claws are the fingertips, not the fingers. Stifling whatever sound she was going to make as the tail rose up in alarm. Anon gets hooked in the shirt by the tail and just woo into space. First space program. Oh my God, are they? Yes, I'm bringing Anon back now. Okay, I'll see you soon. She hung up, closing the phone quickly. Not too fast. Before opening the door to the back. I looked up at her, tilting my head as I asked, Mom, what's going on? Just some bad news. Don't worry, dear. Joanne explained it off, urging me to climb up as I did so, buckling myself in. By the time we got back, it was sunset. Jesus, what a ride. Our car pulled into... Oh, it's an after-school program, so that makes sense. Our car pulled into... Actually, if you're 5, you're in, like, pre-elementary school, which usually are out at, like, 3 p.m., right? Like I said, been a while since I've been to school. Our car pulled into the garage before coming to a stop. I unbuckled and climbed from the seat to open the car door, closing it behind me as our mother waited by the entrance. The bill entered. The house was silent, the only noise being the tick-tock of the clock in our dining room wall. Dad was sitting in the living room, staring at the screen of an active TV. The shades of the windows are closed, leaving lines of orange lights to slightly illuminate the dark area. I noticed the house phone on the side of the table was unlatched, constantly beeping from a dead line. Ed? My mother asks, her voice growing shaky. Edward is facing away, but I can see the bare trace of a reflection on the TV screen. A blank, dead expression from his faded snout. Don't fucking do that, asshole. He responded. Just got the news. His voice is hoarse. I've gone, John. Another second before his shoulders slouched, slowly doubling over as air seemed to try to escape his shut muzzle. My mother rushed forward to the couch before hugging him tightly from behind. And I just stood there, watching as the world went on. The problem I have with this concept is it makes way more sense when you're an adult. If you're just a kid and a baby, like, yeah, the word goes on. You're supposed to be growing up, buddy. It was later that night that I learned that the Halfords got into a horrible car accident. Olivia made it out with a scraped knee. Mr. and Mrs. Halford didn't. Oh boy, 18 comments. Shall we have a look? Like I said, the story slows down and then just goes whoop. What an emergency brake. What do we got? Man, 2,000 kudos, huh? Woo. How do you diverge from the canon that much? I remember originally in the original Green Tech still has a biological father. She does. Don't remember if that's the case. I think it's still live in the Wani demo as well, but I figured I was just going to try to tackle it around my own stuff. Add the AU tag. You should. What about Damien? Is he going to disappear Thanos style? God, I feel so good. Still alive and being an ace in dodgeball. Man, this is before anyone knew anything. We're in like 2003. 23. Do not add new tags until you add it into the fic. Nasser Olivia. It's such a weird thing to spoil. When it comes to placing a pairing tag or the pairing pops up in the story, it's a no-can-do, unfortunately. From my experience writing on AO3, some people actively search stories based on a pairing, and some will want to filter those pairings out. I want people to know what to expect rather than just surprise them with a pairing that they might dislike when ultimately write it down the line and get them super interested. There's an argument for both. Fair enough. Like tagging on it's what it is. Add a tags contain spoilers in the tags. Too broke to buy. Oh, this is someone from April. Weird. Gaming is served. Active reader. I still love this man's picture, his icon. It is just Ripley choking the shit out of Anon. What more do you need? What more do you need? I'm surprised that Scary Dave has not yet shown up. We got Dave and Buster saying this is a good fic. I don't know who Dave and Busters are, but I'm glad they think it's a good fic. Honestly, one of the best written and most interesting Snoot fics on the site. That is a condemnation, Desert Fox 123. You have no idea. Like I said, even if it's not as big of a problem as it is enough of a problem that it should not be one of the best. As if only because the pacing is a bit glacial for what it really needs to be. Like, do we really want to read about Anon being a kid if nothing actually happens? Like, he's not interacting with anyone. He's not doing anything. Like, the world is happening around him. In those cases, it makes way more sense to just have those characters take the role for a little bit, have them do the talking, the first person, you know what I mean? I like how Zubanon is like, oh, those 3 chords, Fang taught Anon. But That makes more sense if the medium has sound. I'm just saying. It doesn't really work in a written form like that. I never thought it was 3 chords. I always thought it was like she taught him like some parts, like how to put strums together, chords together. We can have I've said it 1,000 times. I'm a man who loves his purple prose, but implied action can get you so far. I'm reading books, and in those books, they describe very little. Your mind is allowed to fill in a lot of details. They don't have to tell you what happens. That's why I joked about the whole like Anon is inside while his mom is like walking up and talking through the wall. Because, you're smart enough to know that's not how that works. I made nearly as fan of Snoot Game as I was of. Oh. Thanks, Arya. What do you mean, Arya? Ugh. Frank Zappa reference. Oh, there you go. Despite some odd choices, the way you describe traumas, the stuff of legend. Fair enough. I'm mostly complaining about like hard grammar stuff. I kind of want to do the next chapter because I think at that point we will have caught up to where I was myself. I like how there's a lot of people that I'm like recognizing down here. Admittedly, it was 2023. Oh, great! We're getting character development in chapter 4 if the comments are anything to go by. Okay, Bob's Burger agrees. I guess this is where it actually picks up pace, where it actually starts getting good. Oh, there's a picture in here. I saw a picture scrolling through. Oh, shit. Why the fuck is Anon Yamcha now? Oh, you lost to the bed. Can't believe Anon's going to fucking die to a fucking bed. Well, I think that's as good a reason as any to cut the recording. Ha ha! Should have been at the stream, kiddos.